good, boys and girls? Jared Welch, RacingDudes.com, back for another race preview. We'll head to Saratoga on Friday. This is race 8, the National Museum of Racing, the Hall of Fame Stakes, Grade 2, we're $200K, going 1 mile for 3-year-olds on the turf. We got a field of 9 lined up for this one. This is always a fun race every year. Those 3-year-olds that maybe were formerly on the Derby Trail or maybe are kind of switching back over to turf or whatever the case may be, they tend to show up here, and then you got a few good turf runners, established turf runners, so it makes it a very competitive race. Field of 9, and my top pick is going to come. Now, let me just say this: the odds are not out yet. I'm filming this on Tuesday. The odds will be up tomorrow, probably. So I don't know the odds yet. So that could dictate, my rule. I don't take Kenny McPeak at a short price. But maybe the time is right to take Tiz the Bomb. Okay, this horse he's obviously not been himself as of late. This horse, prior to that Belmont Derby, they put him back in, a Grade 1 turf race, had not been on the turf since the Breeders' Cup, where he finished second. To Modern Games, of course, Tiz the Bomb won the race if you cashed a ticket on him that day, right? But that was back in November of last year. He had not been on the turf since. Of course, went to the Holy Bull, went on synthetic at Turfway a couple times. And then, of course, ran the Kentucky Derby. And then finally they got this horse back to the turf, which happened to be the Belmont Derby, but going 1.25 miles and just was a disaster. This horse was bet down to 5-1 that day as well. Maybe he's finally, obviously he needed that race, and he needs to be on the turf. I'm very confident in saying that. I think we all can be confident in saying he needs to be on the turf. If he can be a decent enough price here, if he's the favorite, no thanks. I'll pass on him yet again. But if he can be in that 5 to 10 to 1 range, I would be more than happy to play him here on top. Because, listen, from a talent standpoint, I think he's the best horse in the race. I loved what I saw from him heading into that Breeders' Cup, and even the Breeders' Cup race was very impressive, I thought. It's just unfortunate that they got the Derby fever and try to do what they do, but gets Lake Peru aboard now, has not ridden this horse in the past, so, you got that McPeak Lake Peru angle that hits at 17%, has a pretty good ROI there as well. So if he's a decent enough price, I think now is the time. He's in the right class, especially to kind of get his turf legs back. He's in the right class. He likes this distance, the mile distance. So I think he's dangerous. You'll kind of get an idea from my top 3 picks here that I'm going from off the pace a little bit. I think this pace will be steady on the front with the 1 and the 2 going. So I like off the pace in this race. So I'm going Tiz the Bomb. My next horse would be just to his inside. How about the number 7, Double Clutch? I like Double Clutch, and I like number 6, Ready to Perform. Those are my 2 and 3. Double Clutch is a horse. Those 2 right there, finished 2-3 last time out in that Manila Stakes to Annapolis, who's a pretty good horse. Brad Cox with Ready to Perform, George Arnold with Double Clutch, Franco aboard with that one. Rode him last time out, and I thought the thing with Double Clutch is he needs to be. They're giving this horse too much work. On debut, this horse came flying late, got up for 3rd. The next race, that main special weight, the horse was a little closer, had that same kind of, that burst and just went away. Then the next time was way too far out. It was in last place, made that big sweeping run and just got there. It was too late. Obviously, Annapolis ran a really good race. So get this horse in a better position, Franco. This horse has a big chance, I think, as well. And then Ready to Perform, Brad Cox trained, Rosario back aboard. I wanted to pick him. I didn't love the effort in Manila. I think he's better than that. I didn't think that was an awful effort. He's potential. He could win. Obviously, we know Rosario's been very good. Brad Cox and Rosario, hard to beat that. Hit 29% together. Both of them are doing very, very well at Saratoga. Crazier things could happen, right? So I definitely use him. I definitely would encourage you to use Ready to Perform underneath. Double Clutch, I like maybe slightly better. I put in 2, 3, Ready to Perform. But Tiz the Bomb, that's the pick. Let me know your thoughts. Am I crazy? If this thing, when this thing airs, And this thing, we get the odds, and this horse is sitting at 5-2. Just keep that. Like, do not touch it. Make sure you demand a price with Tiz the Bomb, because he needs to be a price to play him here and see if he can do it. I do think he's a very talented turf horse. Maybe he gets back on the right track here. What are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. Be sure to hit like if you like this video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification button, ding, to get alerted next time we go live or we have more videos. Until next time, see you guys.